Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel for another live show as we look ahead to tomorrow night's game against Blackpool, a second home game on the bounce for us. And let's just put it this way, a big response is needed and there is no excuses. There is absolutely zero excuses. I don't want to hear any excuses after the game if it doesn't go our way or we play as badly as we did on Saturday. So look, it's going to be interesting, and I'm really glad that there's a game in quick succession, because let me tell you, if we would have had to wait until next weekend to play it, it would have been a long week on that training ground. You know, we need to get back out there and correct what happened on Saturday. So look, I'm glad we've got a midweek game, and it's going to be an intriguing game. Obviously, this game is one of our games in hand because obviously it was postponed on that Saturday where the international break happened. So yeah, this is obviously an extra game that we've had to catch up with. So yeah, a good opportunity to try and bounce back. But let me tell you, there has to be massive improvements, and it has to be expected to be, massive improvements too. But we're going to get into it soon. But let's have a look at some of your comments here coming in already. Thank you all for your correspondence. Blue Terrier says, massive response needed in this game. Absolutely, I completely agree, Blue Terrier. Aiden's in, he says, hello mate, hope you're okay. Big up to you, Aiden, I hope you're well too. And yeah, I just hope that we can, come away from the stadium tomorrow, Aiden, feeling a lot happier and not really leaving as early as we did. And so yeah, I'm doing okay, I guess. It's been a bit of a miserable day here, hasn't it, really, in Huddersfield today. So yeah, that doesn't really help the mood, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Winter's coming, as they say. And he also says next week to smash the likes, everyone, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Big up to you, Aidan, my wonderful mod, always promoting and always being here no matter what. You're a legend, honestly. Thank you very much. Joshua's in the evening, Ryan. Hello, Joshua. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Ian says we have to bounce back in this game. No excuses. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. MH is here. He says, yes, bro. How are we this rainy Huddersfield evening? Yeah. This has been mentioned in the weather, actually, just then. So it's funny how you've mentioned it as well. No, look. Yeah, obviously the weather's a bit rubbish, isn't it? But yeah, we wanna win tomorrow night to brighten up our moods. Yeah, it's not very nice, is it? I'm doing all right, thank you, though. I'm doing all right, I guess. Hope you're well, and welcome in. Ian says tomorrow I don't want the players tired. I don't want we're just gonna pass back. I want to see a reaction from them players on that field. Yeah, no, I think. That's something that has to happen. We cannot afford to put. I don't ever want to see a player like we did on Saturday ever again, because there is a way to lose a match, and that certainly wasn't it. That was unacceptable, and we've already gone through it, so I'm not going to cover all ground. But yeah, that cannot happen again on Saturday. That performance cannot happen again on Saturday, like we saw on Saturday. There's no excuses for it. So yeah, I agree. Though I agree with what you're saying here. No, we don't. There's just we have to see a reaction. Boom says, I'm glad we have a game so quick after Saturday. It's trying to put it right and correct what happened on Saturday, but we must take it. Yeah, I literally just said the same thing a few moments ago. So yeah, you certainly agree with me there. No, we need to play well, though. But let's get into it, guys. Thanks everybody for your comments and keep them coming throughout the show. But yeah, look, Blackpool come to town tomorrow. Obviously, their starts the season. They're in 13th place, 8 points. They've won 2, drawn 2, and lost 2. Now, they have recently appointed a new manager, obviously a few weeks ago. A very familiar name, everybody will know. Steve Bruce stepped into the hot seat once more after a few years off management. But look, he's back in the fold again in the football, and I think I think a lot of people know him from his football playing career. His managerial career has been good, some good moments, but it's been hit and miss, hasn't it, really, I think, overall. But look, he's full of experience, which can't be overlooked. You know, obviously, once upon a time, he was our manager, wasn't he, as well? Which obviously, it was before my time, admittedly, but I know he was our manager. But yeah, he's managed those. He's managed Wigan, Birmingham, Sunderland, Hull, Villa, Wednesday, Newcastle, West Brom. All these kind of names here. And look, they've started off very well under the Steve Bruce era. Obviously, winning both games in the league. And yeah, look, it's going to be a tough game. I think, what you expect from a Steve Bruce side. Look, it's going to be it's a very direct approach that Steve Bruce certainly takes, isn't it? More direct. He likes his strikers to be, put themselves about, and then it's more of a direct approach. Formation, look, he's alternated between 4-4-1-1 and 4-4-2. So I think it's one of those where we're going to have to wait and see really what happens. But yeah. Now, let's go into some of the key players that we should be looking out for tomorrow evening. And let me know yours, guys, in the chat as well. If you want to post your who you think will be a danger for us tomorrow night, then let me know. But for me, my first player, I'm going to go for James Husband. I think the captain, played left back. Obviously, one that leads by example, absolutely. Not scared to get a tackling, but also likes to get forward, and he's capable of scoring goals, which he's already shown this season. So, look, he's going to be a handful for us, and we're going to have to, try and, cause him a lot of problems and put him on the back foot and make him uncomfortable. And yeah, not just him, but across the whole pitch, really. Every player, we need to just get in the faces, and yeah, just don't give them any time on the ball when they do have it. My next player has to be CJ Hamilton, who plays on the left wing. Another dangerous player here, full of pace, got a good eye for delivery, and but also likes to get in on the goals too. And he will cause problems, guys. So we have to be wary of him. Of course, Jordan Rhodes returns home tomorrow. Obviously moving to Blackpool when he became a free agent. So Rhodes, absolutely. And what is it about ex-players that come here and come to John Smith and score against us, or ex-managers who get one over on us? So look, yeah, Rhodes definitely, and we know what he's about. He knows where the back of the net is, and if he gets given an opportunity, he will take it. So our defenders best be on their game, because otherwise we will get beat again comfortably. And another player that I've looked at, that I've seen, obviously Don Ballard, who is on loan from Southampton. We were linked with him, if you remember, in the summer window. He's 19 years of age, got a lot of potential, and yeah, I think he's very raw at the moment, but he's a very talented player. I believe Southampton, rate him highly. So yeah, I think he's a good player. And he's a goal scorer. He can score a lot of goals. So yeah, that's another player that I've pinpointed. I've gone for 4 today this game, but usually I do 3. But anyway, that's a few players to look out for in my book. Blue Terry says West Brom is the only club Bruce has failed badly at. Apart from that, he's had a degree of success at the rest of his clubs. Fair enough. Key players: Rhodes, James Husband, CJ Hamilton, Elliot Embleton, and Dan Ballard. Yeah, so you've got a few names on there that I've kind of recommended. Now, their possible lineup is as follows: Tyra, the goalkeeper, Gabriel, Ophia, Casey, husband, actor, Evans, Morgan, Hamilton. We've also got Rhodes to start and Joseph. So, look, that's kind of maybe more or less that will be the lineup. Maybe one or two that the manager may decide to go with instead of these ones. But no, I think it's going to be a tough an opposition against Blackpool. They're a good side. Steve Bruce has given them a lift. I know a lot of fans weren't really happy with Neil Critchley in charge at Blackpool, which is why he got the sack, because ultimately he wasn't getting the results and the football was terrible from all accounts. So he got sacked and Steve Bruce has come in. It's given the club a lift, I believe. That's what I've seen from the outside. And they've got 2 wins in the league back to back since he's come in. So he's had that positive effect on them. So look, direct approach from Steve Bruce's sides, and it's going to be a tough game. They're going to be up for it. They're fat, and I don't know how many fans they'll be bringing, but it'll be a good atmosphere, I'm sure. They are a loud bunch of Blackpool fans, absolutely. So look, let's hope they don't have much to cheer about, though, guys, and that's what I will say. Let's go to the comments to see a few more hellos in here. Orest is in. He says, "Big up, Ryan." Hello, Orest. How are you doing? Welcome in. Joshua Owens says, "I agree with James Husband. Score 3 headers from corners, a set piece threat." Yeah, no, absolutely is. He is, and that's why we can't be giving away silly free kicks. Husband is apparently injured for tomorrow. Oh, is he? Blue Terry. I haven't heard that. I do usually do a bit of research before. I haven't heard anything about that, so maybe he is then, but I'm not aware. Ores says, must-win game for the Terriers and need to show a massive reaction. Yeah, we kind of said that earlier, and I agree. It is a must-win game, no excuses, and there's nowhere to hide. We have to go out there and we have to show a big reaction from that absolute shocking performance and result of the weekend. And as I said earlier, that can't happen again. It isn't acceptable what we saw at the weekend. So, look. But yeah. So, yeah, look, that's kind of Blackpool's part of the show. Obviously, yeah, I expect a difficult game. And I'm going to come here and they're going to come here with a game plan and they're going to make it difficult for us, frustrate us. And really, maybe they could just follow the blueprint of Northampton's kind of style on Saturday. Just frustrate us, slow the game down. And, yeah. But look, that's it really. Now obviously us, look, let's get into our perspective. Look, we've actually lost 4 of the last 5 games, guys, across League One, the EFL Cup, and the EFL Trophy, including them defeats to League Two outfits, Walsall and Doncaster. And I do think that the spirits need to be raised again with a positive result against Blackpool. This is a big game. We're not playing our best. I go back to it. The home games, especially, I've not been convinced at all, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, we won games, but we've not played particularly well. And like I said on the review show the other day, if there were better quality teams that we were coming up against, we wouldn't have got anything. We wouldn't have got 3 points. So that's the reality. So we really need to up our game, to be honest with you. Now, team lineups. Let me know your team lineups for tomorrow night. I will give you mine very soon. And I've made quite a few changes, unsurprisingly. So look, we have to make changes. There has to be an expectation of making changes as well, because at the end of the day, you can't go with the same lineup that started on Saturday, because that just sends out the wrong message. Blue Terry says, was a fan of Husband when he played for us, so if he's not fit, then that will be a massive benefit for us. Yeah, true. James is a doubt. He's yet to train this week for Blackpool after picking up a Carlton 2-1 victory over Charlton. Yeah, obviously they are on the back of that 2-1 victory against Charlton away from home. So they've even shown on Saturday, just gone, they can go to difficult places and get results, and Charlton is a difficult place to go. Up at the top, you know, up at the top with the likes of us at Charlton. So it's no easy place to go, and they went there and they won the game. So, but yeah, no, I agree. And Ducky, hello Ducky, Blackpool fans and welcome. He said, I can confirm your husband isn't injured as a Blackpool fan. Yeah, so he's not injured apparently, guys. So there we are. I hadn't heard anything about that, but thank you for that, Ducky, and hope you're well. So yeah, let's get into the team lineups. Let me know your team lineup in the chat, guys. And whilst I wait for yours to come through, I will give you my 11 that I would like to see in the game. So here we are. So we're going to take the banner off here, and we're going to. So this is my starting lineup for tomorrow, and I have made 4 or 5 changes to the team, unsurprisingly, of course. Lee Nichols keeps his place in goal, absolutely. Longvik, Hellick, and Leeds at the back. Now the wing backs, I want to see Spencer at left wing back. I don't want to see Headley there. He cannot start. He cannot start this game. No way. Not after Saturday. Sorensen has to be better tomorrow. He was awful as well against Northampton. Ineffective, to say the least. And totally out of position at times. So, yeah. And I've gone for a completely different midfield. Because I'm sorry, this might be, you know, being over the top, but we need to give these guys a chance. Because certainly the other 3 that were in on Saturday, you know, Wiles, Evans, and Hogg, certainly haven't, you know, put their starting position in you know, starting place in the team week in, week out, you know, with that performance. So let's give the other ones a chance. What have we got to lose? So I have gone for Hodge, who I thought was good when he came on. The only positive from Saturday, if you can take any kind of positive, he looked bright when he came on. Your Pender, one of our youngsters, who has been on the fringe of the first team, got a few minutes in the cup games, but I do think I'd like to see him tomorrow night absolutely start the game. I think he deserves it. And Kane, who also came on Saturday after returning from injury and looked good. So I would definitely start Herbie Kane and give him a chance. We looked a lot better when he was on the field. So yeah. And then up front, I have made a change up front with the striker positions here. I've gone for Ladapo to start the game alongside Karoma. Nothing against Marshall. I just think maybe Marshall maybe needs a little bit of a rest. So I certainly feel confident, you know, if Marshall came off from the bench, I'm sure he will make an impact. So he's a good player to have from the bench, absolutely. So that is my lineup for the game. Let me know what you make of this lineup I've done. Very bold, but you have to be brutal sometimes in football, and I think you have to be bold with your selections, and Duff needs to do the same tomorrow. Unfortunately, I am not in control of the lineup, but yeah, that's the lineup I like to see. So yeah, let's have a look here. Blue Terrier has gone for his lineup here, so thank you, Blue Terrier. You've gone for a 3-5-2. Nichols in goal, Lombard, Hellick and Lees at the back, Spencer and Sorensen as the wing backs, and you've gone for Wiles, Hodge and Kane. Yeah, so you've made 2 changes to that midfield. And you've gone for Ladapo as well and JK. So yeah, look, we're pretty much on the same page, and thank you for that contribution there. Anybody else that wants to get involved, let me know who you would like to see in the starting lineup tomorrow evening. But yeah, thank you for that, and I like the lineup, absolutely. I wouldn't mind that at all. Definitely Hodge and Kane to come in that midfield, absolutely. So obviously Duff spoke to the media today, and I want to kind of go through a few quotes with you guys before we finish. We've kind of gone through this very quickly this evening, but we'll see. We'll probably go for another 10 minutes or so, but this is a bit of a shorter one this time. But yeah. So let's have a look here. I think, Duff's obviously made it quite clear that the biggest kind of annoyance he had was nothing to do with tactics. He said simply the amount of running his players did the weekend was very disappointing. He said that's my job to not get too carried away after last week or too down after this week. He reflected ahead of the Tuesday's League One visit from Blackpool. It was quite simple: fix, run more. You shouldn't really be having to tell your players to run more, though. That's the worrying thing, isn't it? You know, why is he having to tell them to run more? They know what they know they need to run more, so they should just do it with instinct. He said sometimes when you get absolutely played off the park and when you're all over the place tactically, that's a different thing. The players just needed to run around a little bit more. Well, yeah, but I question why they weren't running around more in the first place. That's what we need to get to the bottom of. He also mentioned about Lee Nichols, obviously didn't have much to do, which sounds strange when we concede 3 goals, he said. But we've only conceded 3 goals in the previous 5 league games. Duff has we have no fresh injury concerns, which is fantastic to see. And I thought this quote pretty much summed up how we're all feeling at the moment. He said, I think I speak on behalf of most Huddersfield supporters. He said, you can handle getting beaten, but there's a way to get beaten, and that wasn't it. So absolutely, I agree. It was the final call of the pitch from minute 1. I don't know why. It's the best week's training we've had in terms of I don't know why he keeps making good weeks in trading. Let's see what else he put. Reality is 12 points from 6 games. There's going to be bumps in the road. You're not going to get it all your own way. And we'll finish where we deserve to finish. Obviously, he did recognise it to the Blackpool. It's going to be a tough game. Obviously spoke, Steve Bruce kind of situation here, how he's brought in that kind of boost that they needed. So, yeah, look, he kind of paid his kind of plaudits to Blackpool too. That's a few things that was said today, to be honest with you, but that's pretty much it. Blue Terrace says first player out of that midfield on Saturday for me has to be a Hogg. I think Duff needs to put a fine in place for every time he passes backwards when he could pass forwards. Yeah, look, I think for me, I get what you're saying, to be fair. I think, Hogg is... Look, he's been a legend in this club and we love him, but if we're being brutally honest, should he really be starting games, in 2024? I don't really think he should, really. Being honest, is he good enough to start games week in, week out? I don't think he is. He's a bit older now. And I think he does slow the game down a lot, in my opinion. The thing that, kind of a different perspective on this is that, I know you're saying, he always passes backwards, but the reality is, if you've got a scenario like you did on Saturday where the movement was nowhere to be seen, everybody was having to pass backwards or sideways because nobody was moving to get the ball. So it's not just Hogg in that aspect, but I know what you're saying. He's a very backwards thinking player. He does play backwards a lot of the time. That's just. But I don't know if any manager will have the guile to drop Hogg, unfortunately. I don't know. He seems to have a protected position in the squad. Now, score predictions. Interesting, isn't it? I mean, what are you guys thinking for the game? I mean, look, for me, well, I have to try and go a little bit. I have to try and be positive, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know what to expect from us tomorrow because I just think, performances like Saturday, it doesn't give you the best of confidence going into these games. You just think, you know what, you have to just forget about that now and just go again. But as a fan, I think when you on the back of that performance, I don't know if you can really put it completely out of your mind when it's so fresh. But yeah, I just think we have to expect better, and there is no excuses. But score predictions, I'm diverting. Score predictions for me, I think we're going to win this game. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think we will win this game. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for us. It's going to be a close game. but I think we're just gonna edge it. So yeah, that is my prediction. Booth says, hope for me is still got a place in this team, and it's when we are winning a game. We need to see out the last 15. Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. I think I'm not saying Hogg shouldn't be, we shouldn't play him at all. I'm just saying he's not really a starter anymore, is he? If we're being honest with ourselves. But yeah, I agree. Last 15, if you need to see out a game, he's your man to come on and use the experience and do it, and do that and I think he'll be good. He'll be a good player from the bench. Blue Terrier has gone for a 3-2 Town win. Nice. JK to score Ladapo, Helic, and you've gone for Rhodes and Josie for them. Interesting. Yeah, I forgot to say my goal scorers, didn't I? For me, I think Ladapo will get a goal, and my other goal scorer, I'm going to go for JK. I think JK needs to show what he's made of in this game, as everybody does, but I think to be fair, he did score with nearby. He missed the penalty, which was awful, but so I think JK will score for us. For them, I'll probably go for Rhodes, because I think Rhodes, I just think ex-players and ex-managers seem to have it in for us, so always happens, doesn't it? Aiden has gone for his lineup. Thank you for this, Aiden. He's gone for a 3-5-2. Nichols in goal, of course. Lonvai, Kelly, and Lees at the back. Spencer and Sorensen as the wing backs. Then you've gone for a midfield three of Kane, Hodge, and Evans. So you've gone there like that, and then you've gone for Chrome and Ladapo to up top. So yeah, we've all made quite a few changes to our lineups, and it's no surprise, is it at all? We need to just refocus in this game and start doing the basics correctly, and start playing, because we need. The thing is for me is that consistency. How do you find consistency? Because for me, we can't seem to get hold of consistency, can we? And I just think that I do worry that is what is going to cost us ultimately this season. I really do. I think the inconsistency of this side is just there. It's for all to see already, and it's worrying. Now, but yeah, thank you for that, Aidan. We're pretty much on the same page, to be honest, with our lineups. The game, the way I see the game, look, I think we'll have most of the ball again, but it's what we do with it. And it's if our midfielders will show up and show for the ball and move for it and create opportunities for the players to, the defenders when they've got it, because this over-obsession for playing out from the back, I think needs to stop. I'm not saying don't do it at all, but I don't think we need to do it every single time. What is the over-obsession for this style of football? It just needs to stop. But, when the defenders have it, the wing-backs, they need an option. So the midfielders have to get involved. They can't be hiding. The tempo has to be so much quicker. I don't want to see backwards and sideways football on Tuesday. We go there to be entertained. We don't go there to watch the goalkeeper and the defenders pass from side to side back to each other in a triangle. We are there to be entertained. We want to see us get forward and show something, and that's it. So look, Blackpool though will come here. They will make it tricky for us. And I think we need to start quickly in this game, by the way. I do. I think the start of this game is crucial. I think we need to get the better of them to, first start, being the home team as well. We need to start quickly to get the fans up, us fans up for it again, because we will be up for it anyway, but you know what I mean, like that little bit of boost, a bit of encouragement early on won't go amiss. Because then the fans can start, we can start to, really, you know what I mean. But yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Aiden says, sorry lads, but I'm going to go Huddersfield 0, Blackpool 1. Oh, dear Aiden, not another. So you don't think there's going to be any kind of response tomorrow? And you go for John Rose. Look, I said it. I'm pretty certain John Rose will score against us tomorrow. He's bound to win. I've got no positives to say anymore till the lads prove me wrong. Yeah, you've got a good point, to be fair. I mean, I get what you mean. I think my scoreline is more hoping that it will be that rather than thinking it will be, if that makes sense. But I get what you're saying. I really do get what you're saying. But yeah. Aiden says, what's your thoughts on Lee's press conference today? Tom Lees obviously was a player that spoke to the media today. To be honest with you, I haven't actually had a chance to have a look at it today, to be honest with you. Now, I might be able to... I wonder if BBC Leeds has posted... I wonder if they've posted something, on there, and we might be able to listen to it. Where's the... Here we are. Blooming neck, I can't find their page then for a second. Let's have a look though, because... Right, here we are. Let's have a listen to what Tom Lees had to say. If he hasn't seen it, let's have a listen to what he had to say, guys. I'm going to turn the volume up here, and let's have a look.
Yeah, I don't think any of the players that have been here have had that experience over the last couple of years, because it's not been the case, and it's definitely a different feel in this league. Whereas, it's everybody's big day. It seems as though it's people's big day out, especially with the start that we've made in the season. But we have to handle that. But I don't think we're in a situation where we can just expect, or I don't think anybody's stupid enough to just think that we're going to win every game this season and it's going to be 3s and 4s. A 1-0 win is still a 1-0 win, or nobody's going to give us 3 points. It's going to be quite the opposite, especially at home. Everybody's going to make it difficult. But we didn't help ourselves on Saturday, and first and foremost, it's to do with how we play. But people are deluded if you think that you're just going to walk through a season winning every week 3 and 4-0, and you're going to be 2-0 up at half time every week. That's not going to happen. We're realistic that that's not going to happen, and we don't expect that to happen. But yeah, Saturday wasn't good enough. We know that, but we don't expect to be walking out and for it to be easy. I don't think any after the players that...
Right, yeah. I mean, that is very interesting. That I haven't listened to that for the first time. Look, I'm going to respond to what you're saying because now I've heard a little bit of it. Look, for me, I think Tom Lees needs to, instead of jibing at us fans for being annoyed at performances and taking a bit of a hit towards us, maybe he needs to focus on his own performances and stop looking at the fans who have every right to criticise if we're not playing. If we play as badly as that, then there is going to be a big response. And all this about entitlement to win, that's come from Duff. That, because he says that a lot. We don't have any entitlement to win. This is not what it's about. There's a way to lose a football match. There's a way to perform. There's a way to play. In a match, you expect to see better than that, no matter what the result is. So all this rubbish about entitlement of we are, we're not entitled to win every game. Well, nobody is saying now, suggesting that we'll win every single game. But there has to be some level of accountability and consistency and performance-wise to a good level, and that's it. So when he's saying that people are deluded if we think we're going to win every game, I'm not sure who he's particularly aiming that at, because I don't think anybody has said we expect to win every game. So who is, for me, I don't know why he's taking a hit towards the fans. So no, I don't particularly like that, to be honest with you. Quite disappointing to hear those comments, because Tom Lees needs to really, be an experienced player, and when he's been a bit unprofessional like that, aiming stuff towards the fans. I'm sorry. I don't particularly like that at all. So, yeah, I get some of what he said. I get that. A lot of people, teams that come to the John Smith Stadium, it's like a big day out for them, and it does make things tricky. But we as the home team have to be better. So, yeah, no, quite annoying, quite disappointing, and I didn't like what I heard there on the whole from Lees. None of that. It's all a load of nonsense for me. He shouldn't be taking, and yeah. So he's going about the what if you win 1-0, it's still a win. Well, yeah, it is. But does that mean that we should just say, well, we don't need to say the truth? Because if he's going back to the games, previously, where they were a 1-goal margin, so effectively 1-0 against Shrewsbury and Stevenage, then we look at how the game played out, fans aren't going to Parky because we were very lucky and fortunate to get the 3 points in those games. So, yeah, no, I don't like that from players coming out and being like that. There's no need for it. So, yeah. But, yeah, thank you for bringing that to my attention, Aidan. I appreciate that. But, look, we're going to wrap things up, to be honest with you now. I think we've kind of covered everything. All I'm going to say is we expect to see better, we expect to see changes, and ultimately we need to win the game. So that's what we need to see tomorrow night. Let's see what happens. But guys, thank you everybody for tuning in this evening. I appreciate everybody's contributions in the chat. I appreciate you all. If you're watching this on playback, make sure you do get your comments in. I know everyone can't always watch it live, so if you do want to get your score predictions in and your team lineups in the comment section, I do read out. I do read everyone's in replies. So yeah, make sure you do get those comments in. Make sure you do smash a like on the video on the way out and subscribe if you're new. Share the channel with your friends. And yeah, all that's left to say is, like I said, let's hope we can get back to winning ways tomorrow evening. But make no mistake, it's not going to be an easy one. And if we don't perform, then we will get beat. It's as simple as that. But yeah, anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. And if you go into the game, enjoy the game. I'll be there. And hopefully we can come away with happy, smiley faces and feeling happy with what we've seen. And Aidan says, a brilliant live stream, mate, up the town. Yeah, indeed. Thank you very much, Aidan. I appreciate you always being here. Don't you worry about that. And everybody else that comes to tune in, I appreciate you all. But Aidan, you always come here and bring positivity. Well, you're not positive about the result, but you bring your positivity to the channel. I appreciate you. But yeah, guys, I will be back. Let's have a look. Next content, I'll be back on Wednesday for the review show. I'm going to do it a bit earlier. I'm going to do it at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. And yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I'll see you all very, very soon. But thank you everyone for your support. I appreciate every single one of you that come in here and support the channel. And everybody that subscribed so far, I appreciate you all. But yeah, until next time, take care, everybody. And as always, up the town, and let's go and get a result tomorrow and perform to our best. No more shambolic performances like we saw at the weekend. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you all very, very soon.